to my YouTube channel. Come on in. I didn't plan for too many people to come in, but I still wanted to get on here and speak my mind. Hope y'all can hear me. The first person who comes in here, just do an audio check. Let me know if you can hear me. I've been having dreams lately, more likely nightmares. I had a nightmare last night. Really wasn't a full sleep, but it was just as I was sitting there drifting, going to sleep, something just suddenly woke me up. And it was a sound and a feeling, a familiar feeling that I had years ago every day when I was incarcerated doing time in prison. That feeling is the feeling of the door opening because it's time for rec yard, or the door opening up from the cell, meaning it's time to go to chow. See, because every time that door would open, the doors they slide. They're on an electrical belt. And so when the deputies in the tier press the button, all you hear is it's a lock being removed and all of the doors being cracked open. They letting out all the wolves. They letting out all the gangsters. They letting out all of the trouble. And I found that prison is a dangerous place. And the safest place, I felt the safest, was inside my cell. And a lot of people probably won't admit that, unless you got a fucked up cellie who's tormenting you in there, and you got to be, you know what I'm saying, even watching your back in your cell. That's just no way to live. So imagine if I did 5 years at one time, and every day, at least 3 times a day, which is breakfast, rec yard, and dinner. Imagine living with anticipation and fear, because you don't know what's about to pop off at the yard. You don't know who's about to get stabbed, and you just hope ain't nobody about to come to you to tell you to do something, or you hope that the homies ain't plotting on you. What's up, man? Shouts out to those who showing up. You know, you just hope your name ain't on the chopping block. You hope they ain't saying, guess what we heard about whoop-de-whoop. You hope that it ain't popping. But that feeling, man, of sitting on that bunk, I had that feeling this morning, you know. And I heard the sound, and I felt that same feeling, like that tightness in your chest, like, dang, got to get ready to go to yard. It's game time, you know what I'm saying? When that rec yard opened up, it's game time. You know, you push everything to the side, and you go out there, and you got to walk with your feelings tucked aside. You know, it's an apprehension. It's a feeling of everybody waiting for the same thing. Everybody hoping nothing don't go down. I had that feeling this morning. I could feel it. I heard the sound, and I was like, why the fuck does this keep playing in my mind? What's up to everybody? What's up, man? Hey, make sure y'all hit the like button. But I've been having these reoccurring nightmares, man. Another one of my nightmares based on what's been going on in this world. Sometimes I feel like it is the end of the world. The world's already ended, and I missed it. You know, like there was something that happened when I was locked up doing all that time. For those that don't know, I've done over 20 years incarcerated in the California prison system. And I don't say that proudly. I say that to say that there's a lot of shit I could have missed out on the streets. I could have, you know, maybe not aware of the way that events is going on. Can y'all hear me? What's up, Becky? Omen the Gang, Rizal Hafiz, Vanita. He said, hello, Professor Abdul's Dumbledore from the hood, man. You made me laugh with that one. because it's good to laugh because, you know, for so much of my life I lived being so serious and I didn't smile because it wasn't shit funny. And I don't gotta live like that. So it's kind of shocking that I had that feeling this morning. You know, it's real shocking. And I be feeling like this world is a different place, man. The shit that I see, you know, it's almost like everything I see and hear is unbelievable. And I always got to say, man, are you joking or is this a game? I'm always trying to sit. I'm in California, San Diego. Shouts out to everybody that's showing up. Uh, what kind of fears do you have? And nobody likes admitting fears. Well, you know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing tough about it. But anytime you sit and think about it, we all have them because most of us is motivated by our fears. That's why we chase money because we don't want to be broke. We fear poverty. That's why a lot of the things we do is fear based. Dying without accomplishing my goals. I appreciate you for saying that's a real one. Fear of death, man. Not just death, but dying and dying broke. Dying and dying with an unfulfilled life, you know. And so what do you do? What do? I always feel like running. Running. Simple ways by trying to indulge in other things. What's going on, everybody? I'm alive. I say that I've been alive. Try to remain grateful. Try not to complain. But every now and then I gotta go ahead and keep it real about what I feel. And so, because every day I wish to be positive, but every day it's not a positive day. It's not a motivated day. Every day, you know, reality will hit you and it can look glim or it can look discouraging. It can look like, damn, I ain't doing shit with my life, or damn, it ain't moving fast enough. And we'll start to live with a fear. That fear base will cause us to do things like crime, cause us to hurt people, fear because thinking they trying to hurt us, so we hurt them. Man, yeah. I have a fear of being in handcuffs. Anytime I was in handcuffs, I feared that, not that they was about to lock me up and take me to jail. I didn't believe that was, my fear was they was locking me up and they was going to pull out their gun and kill me. I didn't believe, so every time I had to freeze and put my hands behind my back, I surrendered to death. I died. Every moment I did that. That was my mind. They about to kill me. Anytime I was in a hospital on a stretcher, just laying down on my back, confined to a stretcher, I was vulnerable and prepared to die, riding in the back of an ambulance. I thought they was going to open the door on the freeway and push me out while I'm strapped down. And I flip over and break my neck and just die and get ran over. And you see what I'm saying? This shit can happen. So I don't like being restricted. I don't like being in small areas because I'm always cautious of what can happen. Chloe said, I'm a female. Well, I would hope so. Yeah, but y'all chop it up in the comments. This is the Manye tribe. Meet some people. If you hear something, that you can use it. If you're happy to be alive, why don't you just hit the thumbs button and say, you know what, I'm happy to be alive. Do one small act of gratitude. I even did it, shit, because little things like that can make the difference of the day. It's like an action. We reverse our fears. What I'm learning is by doing things to demonstrate faith. You know, you gotta do things, action things. I may not feel like being on this platform. No, I'm not laughing at your thing, at your problems, but somebody said you can't help me, and you know better than I do. Nobody's going to save us. Nobody's going to save you. Nobody's going to save me, because in the end, nobody nobody gives a fuck. You know, if you don't give a fuck, you got to help yourself. And we may care if we have mutual benefit, mutual interest. At least that's the way I see it. You know, it's not that people are selfish, but people are self-preserving. So if you're waiting on something to happen, somebody to come give you a job or somebody to come put you on and you could just boss up from there, reality check, ain't gonna happen. You gotta do something different. You gotta do something difficult, and you gotta do something that you probably are scared to do. And so for me, that's talking about fear. You know, and I know where it stems from. I lived in a dangerous situation for the only person who can help me is with his special treatment for me. That's there got to be a what is it called, a troll? If it's not, it's not. But more than likely, you know, you got me to read the comment. That's good enough. You got some attention. Smile and take a bow. I don't pretend to be God. You know, I am God. See, when you say I am, we create. Somebody was offended by that. Somebody thinks that was blasphemy. Your mind is rooted in fear. Oh, okay. Somebody said she is a troll. Man, we need them too, because they really the biggest fans, the biggest supporters. Even if you just hate the way I look, you say, that's an ugly motherfucking nigga. Look at this ugly motherfucker. I can't, it don't matter. The point of the matter is this. I'm speaking, you listening, and hate my black ass that much, well, you're going to leave it in the comments. I appreciate that. Nah, but it's a lot of love. I majority of the time get love, you know, because we're going to get from the world what we put out into the world. That's not always the case, but on a general level, that's pretty much the situation. So that's why it's important to do little acts. Let me see. If you came in here, put your thumbs up. We got to do little acts to demonstrate faith. Faith in, if it's nothing else, faith in yourself, or just, goddamn it, life is so miserable anyway. What harm can this do? Let me just go ahead and click the damn button. There's two buttons. There's a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Click one of them. Click one of them. But how are y'all doing though? How are y'all doing? You know, enough about rambling about me. I got off of work early because of just shit I'm going through. Um, yeah, I said some. That's all true what I said right now, and it's not. I don't want to be in a gloomy mode or gloomy mood or sad mood, nothing like that. It's just I had a dream, and I don't, and that's a nightmare to me. I don't want to go back to prison. I don't want to go to jail. I don't even want to. I don't know if that was like a wake up call or if that was just some type of trauma. But to live every day like that on edge, can't smile. There was times I smiled. Let's see what we got going on. Some Rakesh says to Chloe, he trying to chop game. So he said, "How old are you? Tell us all how old you are." Double tap the like. Yeah. Oh, the thumbs up. You probably got to. I don't know where it's at honestly, but it's probably on the top of the screen, or touch on your screen or something. It's probably somewhere. But you don't got. Even if you don't, you can't find it. You can't find it. Thanks for even being here with me, chopping it up right now. If you're not part of the tribe, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I do videos. I'm a lifestyle channel. I talk about my experiences, strengths, and hopes. And so basically, I talk about the things that I've been through in prison. I talk about my point of view on life. I talk about staying positive. I talk about overcoming obstacles. I know what it's like to be alcoholic. I know what it's like to be a drug addict. I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to be a gang member. And I know what it's like to be a convicted felon. So believe me, and many other titles they done called me. I don't fuck a title because titles keep you limited. You're bigger than that, and that's what this channel is about. I overcome and I prove the narrative wrong because the picture you may have of an addict, you could never pick me out and say that's the addict because I don't fit the perception. The picture or stigma you may have of somebody that's insane or crazy or mentally ill or mentally challenged or disabled. Those are things those are identifiers, ways to go ahead and categorize people and put them in different groups to conquer and divide and conquer. You get what I'm saying? Well, that's a good question. Work after jail. There's a lot of community support. I have a lot of community support. A lot of people. It's not what you know, but it's who you know, and that's what I found to be true about my life. Um, I'm more so focused on entrepreneurship, starting businesses and things like that, and so YouTube is the perfect opportunity that everyone has the power to become their own business, you know. And you might find out that you really enjoy it. You may find that you really enjoy talking to people, meeting different people. You may enjoy doing research and making videos, content creation. You may enjoy promoting different products. And so it opens your whole world up. And it all starts with your cell phone. So everybody has the ability to do that. Work, I found work several ways, but mainly by the community. What's going on? What's up with everybody? Right. That's a true point. If somebody says sometimes feels good to find your labels. What that is, that's we all want to. We all I'll use I statements, and if you can agree, you can agree. You can just leave a one in the comments. But trying to find our identity, who we are, who we relate to, and what we want to be known for or known as, is a big part of the whole damn cycle. And that's a process in life. You start out in adolescence trying to figure out who you are, so you try different things, you know. And everything you may try may feel real, may feel authentic, it may feel good, but later on in life you may lose interest on certain things. You're no longer interested in that. And so then trying to find out who you are, you know, there's nothing wrong with trying to find out who you are. But don't let somebody else tell you who you are. Because you do this and you do this and you do that, so that means you're this. Don't let nobody do that to you. You feel me? Yeah. And they'll try too. Society will try. Everything and everybody, you're right, they want to put into a category. So that way we know how to treat you. We know if we got to respect you or not. We know if we can kill you or not based on who you are. What's your status? Who do you know? Are you loved or are you a nobody? These things matter in life. And if you feel like you're a nobody, I forgot I got a 3 o'clock appointment. But if you feel like you're a nobody, that's one of those fears. Fear-based. Fear of being insignificant. Fear of being unimportant. Fear of not being accepted. Fear of not being liked. Fear of I'm not good enough. If you're not good enough, then I like to encourage you to improve. Get your ass up and start doing something. if it's not good enough, you got to start doing things. And it's hard, it's difficult, but it's possible. You know, I know people who had life in prison and they got out because they didn't give up hope. They didn't just say fuck it and live every day in there like as though nothing in life mattered. I'm confined in prison. I'm going to never get out. I'm never going to eat no McDonald's again. I'm never going to get no pussy again. I'm never going to. They didn't just give up like that. What they did was they lived every day trying to improve themselves. So in case they ever get released, they'll be the best person they possibly can be. They improved. Most of them, that's how they get out. And so they didn't let the fear of doing life in prison, never seeing your loved ones again unless they come visit you, they didn't let that stop them. You know, they didn't just give up. And in fact, what I found was people who are serving life in prison were some of the happiest prisoners I've seen. And I couldn't understand that. You would think they'd be like violent, ready to kill a motherfucker. Some of them is, and some of them you got to stay away from because they'll kill you. But then there's some you wouldn't know as a lifer because they're so happy all the time. And I used to feel guilty, like damn, he's more happier than me, and I'm only doing some punk ass years. He got life. You never getting out. But they always was. They was always. More than just hopeful. I consider them delusional. They refuse to accept that as their reality. They refuse to accept that you've been sentenced, condemned to do life in prison. You're going to live and die in here. They didn't accept that. They kept something else in their mind. They had faith. That faith enabled them to live every day doing things, you know, with peace in their heart, and it paid off. Some of them got out. One of them that I just heard got out is Milton Pettis, and he's from Deep Valley Crip in Oceanside. He had life, and I need to get in contact with him if anybody know him. If you know, Denial is a strong coping mechanism. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Yep. Denial, I guess it can help you cope. Sometimes you're not ready to deal with the problem or deal with reality. So you build a wall around yourself and you make your own reality. That's right. It's called. It's like it's something they have. They say in alchemy, it's transmutation. It's like we do it all the time with just normal things. Like you can see somebody take apples and turn it into applesauce or lemon into lemonade, and so things always can be, you know, transmutated. You turn something a negative into a positive. You know, I know I'm hungry and I'm getting thirsty. I got an appointment at 3 o'clock. I got a interview, not an interview, but like a conference call with. Actually, to be honest, it's with my doctor. And so I got an appointment coming up real soon. Just basic check in and see how I'm doing. Resilience. That's what my channel is all about. If I want y'all to get anything from my channel, I want y'all to. This channel is about somebody who fucked up more than you can possibly imagine. You think about it, chances are I've done it or seen it or thought about doing it. But I didn't let that keep me down. I still kept trying. I still strive to be the person I want to be. And so that's the person I become. I say this is my mantra. I say, I am King Manye. I am the leader and the captain of my destiny. I will succeed because I believe I do. I believe I do, so therefore I do. I was sent here to inspire those who are great and sometimes tend to forget it. And so with that, you guys love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. And just, I say that to myself. I'm the leader and the captain of my destiny. I will succeed because I believe I will, and I believe I will, so therefore I do. Create it, make it happen. Your version of success may be different from somebody else's version of success. Some young lady out there maybe just wants a husband and wants a child. And then there's another lady out there who maybe want to be the head of her class. She wants to graduate valedictorian. She wants to go to law school. She wants a husband and a wife and a mansion out in Melrose. And she has to drive a Mercedes Benz. And so that, until she has all of that, she won't deem her life successful. She won't feel like she's complete. They both are right. They both, because what does your success look like? Ultimately, it should be based off of what you think you need to make you, enable you to live a meaningful life, a happy life, a productive life. What does that look like? What would you be doing? Who will be around you? You have a good day too. I want to say Drita or Drita. So listen, I want everybody to go check out some of my videos if you haven't. If you've been here before, then thanks for coming back. But if you're new to the channel, check out one of my videos. I would say go check out the Golden Rules, 3 Golden Rules of Life. Leave me a comment. I respond to all the comments. I'm going to get on here when I can. I'm King Manye. I'm the leader and the captain of my destiny. I will succeed because I believe I will. I believe I will, so therefore I do. And I was sent here to inspire those who are great and sometimes tend to forget it. All of you guys are great. Um, Even when it don't feel like it, you may feel low, but you heard this message because you are great. My purpose in life is sent to those who feel like they're not adequate enough to remind you that you're great, but you sometimes you tend to forget it, and we all do. But you just been reminded.